You walked into the room. Your dog was there waiting, head low, ears pulled back, looking at you, and the first thing that went through your mind was this: they did something. They know, but there was no guilt in that face. That was your interpretation. That face was carefully reading you, your tone, your posture, the energy you carried into the room, and it was responding accordingly. Your dog speaks to you every single day through 7 different facial expressions, and there is a very good chance you are reading all of them wrong. After watching this video, you will never look at your dog's face the same way again. Welcome to Dog Mind Code. If you truly want to learn your dog's language, you can join us right now, because what we are talking about today is not just behavior, not just a face, it is the brain behind the face. But before we go any further, there is something I need to say clearly. Dog facial expressions are one of the topics people get wrong most often. They feel guilty, they look happy, they are angry, they are tired. These labels sound reasonable, but science dismantles every single one of them. In 2013, researchers at the University of Portsmouth asked an interesting question: what are a dog's facial muscles actually for? And what they found was enough to surprise most people. Over thousands of years of domestication, dogs developed something very specific: facial muscles that belong to humans. These muscles do not exist in wolves. They only exist in dogs, and that is not a coincidence. Those muscles are a deliberate evolutionary tool. They exist to influence you. So your dog's face is a tool, a unique structure that exists solely to communicate with you. And that tool is working every single day, whether you notice it or not. Now let us look at each of those 7 expressions one by one. First expression: soft eye. You have probably encountered this hundreds of times, but you never thought it had a name. Your dog settles in front of you. Their eyes fix on yours. But this is not a hard stare. The area around the eyes is soft. No tension, no tightening, just a soft, round, calm gaze. This expression is called soft eye, and its scientific meaning is very clear. In 2015, researchers at Azabu University studied eye contact between dogs and their owners. The result was striking. Eye contact increased oxytocin levels, the bonding hormone, in both the dog's brain and the owner's brain. This is the same chemical that creates the powerful bond between a mother and her newborn. And it is not just happening in the dog, it is happening in you too. An invisible bond forms between the two of you, chemical, mutual, simultaneous. That gaze carries a message: I am safe with you. Being with you feels good, and most of the time, you do not even notice it. Second expression: the eyebrow raise. It happens so fast that most people never catch it. Your dog is looking at something, you, or something that caught their interest. Then their inner eyebrow lifts slightly, just one side, usually the left. This is not a random muscle movement. A study conducted in Japan in 2017 observed this specific movement, and what they found was clear. Dogs raise their left inner eyebrow when they see their owner. When they see a stranger, this movement is either far less visible or absent entirely. The dog is not doing this consciously. It is not a choice. It is an automatic response, just like the way your own face softens without thinking when you see someone you love. And this movement tells you one single thing: you are special. That response does not exist for anyone else. The next time your dog looks at you, pay attention to that eyebrow. Just 1 second, left side, inner corner. Once you catch it, you will never be able to unsee it. Third expression: mouth position. This is one of the most misread expressions, and that misreading sometimes leads to serious consequences. Most people do not pay attention to whether their dog's mouth is open or closed, but mouth position carries a critical signal in canine communication. Loose open mouth, tongue slightly out, corners of the mouth neutral or gently pulled back. This is the mouth of a dog that is relaxed and feeling safe. Tightly closed mouth, lips pressed together, jaw muscles visibly tense. The message from this one is different. Something is wrong, something is uncomfortable, sometimes something is frightening. And the difference between these two is very easy to miss, because both can look perfectly normal from the outside. But when the mouth closes and the jaw tightens, the brain is getting ready for something. That readiness is not always aggression. Most of the time the dog just wants to leave, but the signal is there, and it needs to be read. The next time you take your dog to a new environment or introduce them to someone, let the first place you look be their mouth, loose or tight. That will tell you what the next moment holds. If you know someone who would benefit from this, send them this video right now, because someone who knows this difference understands their dog on a completely different level. Fourth expression, ear position. The ears work like an antenna in dogs, constantly moving, constantly collecting and processing information. But the real point here is not just which direction they are pointing. Ears pulled forward, attention and interest. The brain is actively processing something, engaged, alert. Ears pulled back. And this is where most people get it wrong. They immediately say guilt or fear, but that is not always accurate. Ears pulled back often communicate submission. I do not see you as a threat. I do not want conflict with you. This is a social signal, not aggression. But if the ears are pulled back, and the body is also tense, and the mouth is closed, and the white of the eye is showing, the picture changes. That is a real fear signal. So do not read the ears alone. Always try to see the whole. And that takes us directly to the fifth expression. Fifth expression, whale eye. In the scientific world, this has a specific name, whale eye. The dog's head is turned one way, but the eyes are looking in a different direction. Because of that angle, the white of the eye becomes far more visible than normal. When you see this expression, stop. This signal is saying almost one thing every single time. I am uncomfortable. I want out of this situation. Do not push me further. When do you see it most often? While holding your dog. When someone gets too close. When they are disturbed while sleeping. When they are near their toy or their food. And what happens if you cannot read this signal? The dog has to try a different language, and the next language dogs reach for is louder or more direct. Whale eye is a warning, not yet an action. When you see it, the only thing you need to do is back off, remove the pressure. That is all. That one small awareness can prevent a great many unnecessary crises. Sixth expression, licking and yawning. We usually think of these separately, but both can carry the same message. Your dog is licking you for no apparent reason, constantly. You cannot get them to stop. It can be affection, yes, but if it is this repetitive, the message is different. Stress. Licking is one of the ways a dog self-soothes. Endorphins are released. The brain calms down. But if the system is running on overdrive, this is no longer comfort. This is coping. Yawning works the same way. If your dog yawns at a moment when they are clearly not tired, that is not tiredness, that is a release. The brain is trying to shed an excess load. So how do you tell the difference? Look at the timing. What is happening when it occurs? Did someone knock on the door? Did someone walk in? Did something in the environment just change? Licking and yawning are not problems on their own, but when they happen matters everything. Seventh expression, and the most overlooked part of the entire list, facial muscle tension. You do not notice it at first, but once you learn to see it, it never escapes you again. A dog's face at rest is loose. The forehead is smooth. The area around the eyes is relaxed. The corners of the mouth are neutral. Then something happens. The forehead wrinkles. The area around the eyes tightens. The corners of the mouth shift. These changes come fast and go fast. But once you start seeing them, you catch them in real time. A study published in 2022 found that dogs experiencing pain show measurable changes in their facial muscles. This is not just a behavior, it is a real and scientifically measurable signal coming from inside the body. So your dog's face is not only reflecting their emotions, it is reflecting their physical condition. In older dogs, this is especially important because evolution taught them to hide pain. They keep going as if everything is fine, but the face does not hide it. When you develop this way of seeing, you are not just understanding your dog better. Sometimes you are protecting them. Now let us bring it all together. Soft eye, the eyebrow raise, mouth position, ear position, whale eye, licking and yawning, facial muscle tension, 7 expressions, 7 different messages, and all of them right in front of you every single day, waiting to be read. But there is something important I need to say here. Do not read these expressions one at a time. Read them as a whole. A single signal gives you a clue, but when 2 or 3 signals appear at the same time, the picture sharpens, and that sharpness takes the communication between you and your dog to an entirely different level. Because a face that is read correctly is not just information. A face that is read correctly is trust. A dog that feels understood changes. They calm down, and they connect to you more deeply, and the bond formed with a dog like that is unlike anything else. I have a question for you. Which of these 7 expressions surprised you the most? Write it in the comments. Tell me your dog's name and let me know. I read every single comment. The next video grows out of your questions, and if your dog sometimes ignores you and you have been wondering why, go back and watch the previous video. The answer is waiting there.